So, 1, 2, 3, go! Welcome, Sam Avery!
Hello everyone!
Hey.
Nice to be here. My name's Sam, and when I arrived, I've never been here before. This is so cosy, isn't it? It's dead nice. And I walked in and I was expecting someone to come up to me and say, I need your clothes, your boots and your motorcycle. That's what I felt like was going to happen. But everyone's just been dead friendly and dead smiley, which is lovely, isn't it? So it's nice to be here. And it's nice to be out on a Sunday night and look at like happy faces and smiles and, you know, expectation, joy. Feels like a bit of a joy in the room, isn't there? Joy? Is it joy? Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Because it's a fucking hellhole out there, isn't it? It's a shit show. It's nice to come into this bubble of happiness away from the bin fire that we're living in. Which is just, because it's cold. It's cold outside, isn't it? The future's bleak. We're all going to die soon. We can't afford the heating. I'm only here. I'm not doing anything. I brought some towels to dry over by the fire. Because I can't get the fucking radiators on in our house. We're ruled by morons. There's just like, I don't know what happened about 5 years ago. Someone just didn't, like, they must have turned on this dickhead conveyor belt machine. It just started like ploughing out the worst dickheads that humanity has ever had to. Just like the generation game. Matt Hancock, well, he's a cunt. Rishi Sunak, he's another twat. Oh, a cuddly toy. Oh shit, that's Boris Johnson. Kick him! Kick him in the fucking head. Kick him in the head. And then, what's this one? Oh, don't worry about it. Liz Truss, she won't do nothing there. I've actually been on stage longer than she was Prime Minister already, which is phenomenal, isn't it? She's just a fucking, like, just a terrible indictment of what this country's become, where someone that shit can get the top job. Shit in every metric. Like, no leadership skills, no charisma, no vision. Like, just a terrible public speaker as well. Terrible. See her last week? She's been fucking sniffing cats. She's just like, fucking hell, what's going on? Like, if aliens would have come down when she was Prime Minister and said, take me to your leader, because the aliens are Mexican for no reason in this bit. Hey gringo, take me to your leader. We would have gone, it's here, mate, it's that one there. It's not here, fuck off. She's terrible. Terrible. She didn't play the game though, that's why she got farmed out. She didn't play the game, because you can do whatever you want when you're the Prime Minister. You can fuck things about. It's like a Jenga game, innit? You move the blocks, you just gotta put them back, make sure the tower doesn't fall while you're in charge. She just walked over to it all and went, fuck off, and just, you're gonna have to go now, you fucked everything. Everyone's mortgage has gone up £700 a day because of you future ruining cunt. What have you done? It's like, nah. Like, who's going to play Liz Truss when you make that season of The Crown? Who's going to play her? Because they're not going to need an actor, are they? They'll just get one of the extras. Can you stay behind for 10 minutes? Is that all right? It's just you don't even have to learn any lines. All you have to do is do a wee curtsy, kill the Queen, tank the economy, and then fuck right off. Is that all right? It's 20 quid cash in hand. Don't tell Quasi. Now go on, fuck off. Shocking, isn't it? Just keep coming, don't they? You cut the head off one, and there's just about 6 others behind him there. Well, where's the others? Oh shit. Howard from the Halifax, what are you doing on there? What the fuck? The Microsoft paperclip assistant, what the fuck? He was a dickhead, let's be honest. I know he's not like a political enemy, but he was a fucking... It looks like you're trying to write an email. I'm trying to have a wank in my mum's living room here, mate. This is a fucking nightmare. I'm on dial-up because it's 2001 and she's coming home and I... Fuck, did I? Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I don't know because I'm trying to stay positive. That's always what I try and do. Try and like find it's difficult, isn't it? I'm acknowledging that it is difficult, but it's important to have hope, and it's important to have some kind of idea of like, I don't know, cling on to something that makes you happy. But it's difficult because like I like to, I like to look at things and think, okay, well, what's my genuine opinion on this, rather than letting someone else tell me what their opinion is and me just aping that. And I think everyone should do that. And you might have a different opinion to me, but you know what? Here's a novel idea. That's absolutely fine. We can disagree, and we don't have to be enemies, do we? We can disagree and just go, okay, well, you think differently. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it, rather than just going, you're a Nazi. You're a fucking Nazi. I'm a Nazi because I think there should be 2 bin routes in our house. I don't know. That's a bad example. I haven't said that out loud before. But, and about again, you're the only audience that'll ever hear that bit in inverted commas. What I'm saying is, like, you don't have to, because, like, so, the strikes was a good example, because, like, everyone's got different opinions. I support the strikes. You might think different. I 100% support the strikes. And then they said, we're going to shut the schools. And I was like, well, a minute, because that's, come on now, come on, be sensible, that's going to affect me, innit, personally. Hypothetical strikes are a great thing for all of us, but when it brings it to your door, you greedy bastards, get back to work. I'm sick of you fucking kids as it is. I think schools should be open Saturdays and Sundays, in my opinion. There's a picket line, lads, but don't worry, if you run quick enough, they can't stop you. They might shout scab, but just keep going, keep going. I just threw like a big curling puck through the fucking picket line. There we go. See you at 3:30, mate. See you later. It's just, but then, you know, because then we're told who the enemy is. It's okay to dislike things and dislike people, as long as it's your genuine opinion. Don't let, like, the corporate media tell you who to dislike, because they've got different masters, haven't they? And, like, the tabloids, we all know the tabloids are scum, but we all read them. And if we don't read them, we subconsciously, like, take on board their messages. But the tabloids are horrible. If the tabloids were a person, there'd be this person, there'd be the person who just comes in and goes, he's a knobhead, she's a slag, Meghan's a tit, have you seen me Princess Diana plate? Like, that's all they've got about them. And we're letting them dictate who the enemies are. Fuck you, you're the enemy, you're the fucking enemy. Telling me to hate you and you to hate me when we should all just hate them. That'd be the simple way to do it, wouldn't it? Just fuck them off, because they're just filling our heads with nonsense, telling us who the bad people are. You know, BP, record profits, Shell, like shareholders getting massive dividends. Who's the enemy? Trans people, according to the media. Trans people. They're the fucking enemy, apparently, yeah. That's why gas prices have gone up, because of trans people. How the fuck do you work that one out? How is that? Is it because when men shave their legs, they have more hot water? Is that what it is? I don't know. Is that the fucking logic? Fucking idiots. And everyone's in teams. And the thing is, we don't have to be in teams, do we? Most of us probably float between the two teams anyway. Or most things, we're in the middle. Or most things, we couldn't give a shit either way. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to make a sandwich and see if my milk's out of date. I don't really care. Everyone's got to be A or B, you've got to be left or right, you've got to be woke or anti-woke, which is ridiculous because nobody knows what woke means, right? Nobody can define what woke means. People just use it now if they don't like something. That film was very woke. Why was it woke? Well, it was a bit long. But that's not fucking... Apocalypse Now was 3.5 hours, maybe it was fucking woke as fuck. It was like... That's not what it... The word woke is an African-American term. It started being used, it meant being awake to injustice and being against misogyny and homophobia and racism, which, that can't be a bad thing, can it? You know, if you put it like that, surely that's a good thing. Surely that's like evolution as a human species. We should all be awake to others' injustice and try and, like, with the team, we should be honest, the human team, we should all be looking out for each other. And then, you know, then that turns to language and the language that we use, and sometimes words change meaning and we have to be respectful of that. And there's a weight behind words, isn't there? Words like have power, and some words, you know, that were 5 years ago, they can make people feel unsafe or threatened, and I just think it's probably a good thing to be aware of that. And I'm not telling anyone what to do or what words they can or can't say. I'm just saying, maybe just reflect on it next time you're going to use a word that's, you know, kind of got weight behind. And then people get, oh, well, how can that be a good thing? Well, how can it be a bad thing? I don't know, that's my opinion. But the thing is, when it falls down is when, like, some pensioner uses the wrong pronouns on Twitter because they only became offensive 3 minutes ago and nobody's told Doris. And everyone's like, you're a Nazi, Doris, you're a Nazi. I'm a Nazi? I thought this was teletext. I don't know what I'm doing. You're a fucking Nazi! You Nazi wench, how you die. Like, fucking hell, mate. I'm just waiting for my daughter to take me to Asda to do the big shop. I didn't know what I was doing. Sorry, Doris. Stop shouting at Doris, everyone. Doris, the reason everyone's shouting at you then is because you used a word that was probably fine when you were young, but that was a long time ago, and words change meaning over time, as you know. And, you know, that word now makes certain groups of people in society feel pretty unsafe. So I'm not saying don't use the word, I'm just saying reflect on it next time you're thinking about using it. Is that okay? Well, I don't give a shit, I'll be dead in 2 years. Okay, well, you know, maybe you are a Nazi. I don't know. I mean, get it. I don't know. And then people, because... yeah, I just think that word's been weaponised in such a horrible way, because then you get people who I used to have so much respect for using that word in a way that doesn't make any sense. They're only using it to further their own agenda. Like, someone like John Cleese, who we can all agree, comedy icon, absolute legend. Now, I would class him as, probably the technical term is, bellend. Like, he's just morphed into this fucking, like, gammon-faced dinosaur, like, nah. And he keeps saying, oh yeah, I've been cancelled because of the woke brigade. Mate, you're being cancelled. You're on BBC One telling everyone you're being cancelled. I'd love to be on BBC One. I'm in a fucking sex dungeon in Birkenhead tonight, and I'm having a great time. I'm loving this, and you're all nice people, but I'd rather be on the fucking One show, you know what I mean? And the One show's dog shit, but 7 million people watch that show. I'm being cancelled, fuck off, you haven't. And then he said, oh, you wouldn't make Faulty Towers today, and then they announced that they are actually going to remake Faulty Towers. Like, so you're not even talking like proper facts, you're talking out your ass. I'd love to see how they're going to remake Faulty Towers today, though, in 2023, post-Brexit. Yeah, you can't just be twatting a Spaniard for laughs, can you? You can't be doing that now. No, because he can't get his visa. So you're going to have to get some fella from fucking Portsmouth and just kick him in the bollocks if you can. But it's just this like resistance to evolution, because evolution is not just what we do and what we build and what we invent, it's how we communicate in it and how we respect each other. That's evolution, that's how we survive as a species. And if you're resistant to that, you're dead, you're going to die, your type are going to die out. And that's a positive thing, surely. That's got to be a positive thing, survival of the fittest, survival of the people who kind of want to evolve along with the rest of us, you know. And I just think it's you get people like, you know, when like opposable thumbs first started sort of shooting out of the old ancient cavemen, were some people there just going, oh no, I'm not using them. What do you call them things? Well, we call them thumbs. Oh no, I'm going to call them woke fingers, and I'm going to starve to death over here in the corner, moaning about Faulty Towers. That's what I'm going to do. So yeah. So I don't ever consider myself woke, but I just consider that word to be redundant and stupid now because it's been just watered down completely. What I would say is there is always a moment for all of us, everyone in this room, no matter how, I don't know, you might consider yourself progressive, like lefty, woke, whatever you consider yourself, because people like to consider themselves in a certain way, and they like to tell each other what they are, don't they? But like, our own identity is very important to us at the moment. It's like, I'm anti-woke, but I'm pro-nouns. I'm anti-adjectives, and I'm pro-leave Brexit. What the fuck's going on, Dad? Can I just call you Steve? Like, can't we just tell me about the music you like and how many sisters you've got, and then we can get into that in a minute, because this is a bit fucking heavy right now. I'm just in the back of your Uber, mate, and you're doing me fucking nutting. But it's important that because I think everyone's got that point, that line, haven't they, when you start to go, hang on, it has got out of hand now. And for me, and I'll be totally honest about this, it was when they said that they're going to change some of the characters in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory because they were offensive, and I'm like, oh come on, that's a fictional story. It doesn't exist. Like, how are you going to change that? Why are you going to change that? It doesn't matter. It's not real. It's not some like prediction of the future. It was a book that, albeit a fucking massive anti-Semite, wrote. You know, look at those problems. Don't look at the things he wrote. Look at the things he said in real life. He was a fucking horrible cunt, wasn't he? Roald Dahl. Sorry to break that to you, but anyway. But the thing is, that book, I mean, what are they going to call it? Charlie and the Quinoa Factory? I mean, like, is that... Like, all the Mike TV, he's not addicted to television, he's actually studying for a media degree, so he needs to get his units in, or something. Violet Beauregard's, she's actually got an underactive thyroid, that's why. Some of this isn't funny, is it? I just need you to know where, when you stop laughing, that's obvious. Veruca Salt's still a cunt. That's my man, okay. But you're either what, you don't have to be one thing or the other, you don't have to decide as well. You can go, I'm going to let this sit with me for a while. You know, you don't have to be a trans ally or a transphobe. You can probably be just someone in the middle, like, well, I don't care, whatever, just do what you want. You know, but sometimes like, oh, well, I actually, some fella, like, if you don't believe that Miss Whale can be won by a docker from Dundee called Duncan, you're a transphobe. It's like, well, actually, come on, give us 20 minutes to just let this sit with us, because it's quite a new thing, isn't it? Let's just, you know, first time you listen to a new, you know, Kendrick Lamar album, it sounds shit. You know, seventh listen, fucking great, but, you know, you've got to sit with it, haven't you, for a while? So, I don't know if that's the right analogy to make, but... You're left or right, you know, woke or anti-woke, you're either teabag, water, milk, or you're one of them fucking animals who puts the fucking milk in first and then the teabag and then get a dog's dick and put some shit in there, and don't get me started on what bread rolls are called around here. I don't want to start a riot. We're getting to the deep stuff now, aren't we? The fucking important stuff, yeah. Lolly ice, lolly shit. You're either. Sorry, I've not said a lot of this out loud, so that's why I've had to make some notes because I just forget what I'm going to say. And some of it I won't say again. You know those bits because they're never anyway. We're with you. We like you, but that was really shit. You're either right. This is the weirdest one. You're either a conspiracy theorist or you follow the science. They're the two extremes, aren't they? And most of us probably, I'd imagine, lean towards the science. But the old conspiracy theory is kind of fun, isn't it? Ooh, 9/11 was an inside job. Des Lynam was flying one of the planes. You know, ooh, that sounds like bollocks when I'm going to read several blogs about that are badly written and badly spelt. But there's just... I follow the science, definitely do follow the science, you know. I've got mates who are conspiracy theorists and that, they're fun to be around and because they just talk like nonsense. They're great to have a pint with. You're like, fuck it, I would have blocked you on most social media platforms. But over a couple of bottles of, you know, Jaeger or whatever, this is fucking great. This is like a free feed, but, you know, you can follow the science, but sometimes the science is wrong, isn't it? Like, were you always following the science? Do you always follow the science? Always. Were you following the science when they said leeches are the cure for indigestion? Or did you wait for Rennies? Because that was proven to be... We're trying to get Rennies into a joke for like about 18 years now. I think I'm almost there. I'm almost there. But yeah, the science is... I am pro-science. I'm not saying science is bad. Science is good. Science is a good thing. And science is good. Science is great. Science is right until it's proven by science that science is also wrong, and it, you know, science is great. By the way, did you drink that thalidomide? Oh, sorry. That was meant for someone else. That's a bit dark. One thing science does, when it is proved to be wrong, it holds its hands up and goes, sorry, yeah, that was wrong. We were wrong for ages. Doctors stop smoking bifters when you see them. Patients, we were wrong about that. It's not good for you. It's actually the opposite. It's terrible. It's killing people. But the tobacco industry is going to pay us to fucking delay the results. Whereas conspiracy theorists don't do that. They're proven to be wrong, and they just double down, don't they? You never hear a conspiracy theorist going, sorry, for years I thought that Phil Neville was the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. But upon reflection, I now know it's Gary. Phil Neville is Gary. That doesn't make sense, that bit at the end. Okay, right, fucking, that was all, it's quite heavy stuff. Let me lighten the mood a little bit. By the way, thanks for listening to a lot of that stuff I've never said out loud before, and I don't know if it's just funny because I'm so enthusiastic about it, or whether you're just all smashed. But either way, to lighten things up, I went to Butlins last week, first week, it's a fucking weird gear change, this, isn't it? Woke, anti-woke, conspiracy theories, thalidomide, Butlins, Skegness, that's a lot to digest. It was fucking amazing. I don't know if you've been to Butlins, but they've cleaned it up, haven't they? They've run the hoover around, and it's... The new tagline is Butlins, not as shit as you think. It's amazing. It's amazing. We had a great time, me and the wife and the kids, and we went to see the Masked Singer live, and I love the Masked Singer. I love watching it with the kids. I love, like, it's such a positive show. You know, there's no like catcalling or negativity. It's all positive, and you know, it gets the kids into like pop music, which is not my jam, but like it's a starting point in it. It might get them into some more adventurous stuff when they get older. So I'm well into it. So we went to watch it live, and there was two celebrities you had to guess were under the masks in Butlins. Bear in mind, we're in Butlins, we're in Skegness. We're going, what level of celebrities have they managed to convince to come to Skeggy for however much they were paying them? So then they do the singing, and then they've got the host who's one of, remember Sam and Mark off the telly? They've got Sam doing it. Anyway, he's running around, he's doing a great job, and he's going, right, that's the first song, right? I'm just going to ask the audience who you think might be under that mask. And he runs around, and he goes up to some kid who happens to be a Scouser. Who do you think's under the mask, young man? And this Scouse kid goes, Elon Musk! What the fuck? Elon Musk! Things have got that bad for him. He's gone to Skeggy and under a mask, and he's just singing Mustang Sally. Fucking hell. The next guess, in fact, do you know what's great about the host? You could tell every answer was being, you wanted to go, fuck off, it's Butlins. But he managed to say fuck off, it's Butlins without obviously saying fuck off, it's, but he kind of went, oh come on, it is Skegness, and we are a Butlins, so it's probably not Elon Musk, owner of Twitter and one of the richest men on the planet. You love, what do you think it is? And this little girl went, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's like, no. Do you know what the answer was? The under the mask was Redcoat Jamie. That's who the celebrity was. Fucking amazing. Amazing scenes. So yeah, I've got 2 kids, but I want to get a vasectomy because, I thought it was easy to book one. I thought you could just go online and pick a date, but they ring you up and they start quizzing you about your goals and your life and your ambitions. And I was like, mate, it's half term. I've got 2 kids and they're doing me fucking head in. Just cut me bollocks off whenever you can. Just take a run up, boot me in them, whatever, slam them in the car door, mate. I don't care. Just don't want any more. Don't need any more. Yeah. So. Right, and also I'm worried that me kids are going to be too middle class because they're like I wasn't middle class, but they're very middle class. Like the way they speak is different, and I was doing some cooking and I found a carrot that looked a bit rude. What you do as a dad when you find a rude carrot, you go and show your kids. I went, look kids, look at this carrot. One of them went, oh my god, daddy, it looks like a breaded baguette. And it doesn't. It looks like a cock. It looks like Donald Trump's cock. And you're saying that. Very disappointed. Right, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. This has been I'm sure I had something else to say. I know, yeah. I mean, yeah. Do you know what? I brought a pint on. I haven't drunk any of it. I'm gonna have a little sip and see if I can think of something else to say, or have I missed something? Yeah. What I have done is I've sucked the momentum out of this gig, haven't I? In the last 28 seconds, just going. Liz Truss, that's going back to the beginning. That's like comedy snakes and ladders, isn't it? Going back to the beginning. There's an idea for some kind of game show, maybe, but now's not the place all the time. That's lovely, that. Okay, I'll say these 2 right. So I am 45 in about 3 months, and I'm trying to keep my finger on the pulse, and it's dead hard at it because everything changes, and nothing ever stays the same. And as soon as you get like used to what the new world is, it's moved on again. And you're like, you're just chasing shadows. You can't. But then, as much as I try to stay young, the language that you use catches up on you. So what I used to call old man pubs, I now call pubs, right? What I used to call MILFs, I now call lovely young women. That's fucking grim, that. Grim. And I've started saying this, if you ever find yourself saying this word, stop it, because it's horrible. This is the phrase I've started saying recently. I've started saying this. Kids today? What? It's over, isn't it, when you start saying, because where does that end? Kids today, have you seen them? The kids today, have you seen them? Not like when we were kids. We were outside, weren't we? We were sniffing glue by the bins, weren't we? We used to get fingered on the school bus on a Tuesday. It's a golden wholesome time to be alive back in the day, not like the kids nowadays. You never had fat kids when I was a lad. You weren't allowed to be fat, you couldn't afford to be fat, we had to keep moving around. You know why? Because every single estate had a paedophile assigned to it. We used to knock on the door and run like fuck, and you couldn't be fat because then you'd be last and then you'd be in trouble, wouldn't you? So, we used to keep zipping around. Now they're all on the phones, watching shite on the phones. We used to watch the television. We had 3 channels, and by God, we were grateful, weren't we? Proper channels with proper wholesome entertainers. Jim will fix it. Rolf's Cartoon Club. The Cosby Show. Quality. Now they're all on social media. We never had social media. Look at all this bloody social media shite here. Bloody QR code. Bollocks. We had to go down to the local youth club and read the wall, didn't we? With all the other dickheads. That's how I found out my mum was a slag. It was a useful system. Now they're all on the phones watching shite on Tinder. Meet people on Tinder. We never had Tinder. What did we have? When I was a lad, you got married to someone who lived on your street. And if that was your cousin, you said fuck all and you moved to Runcorn. That was the end of it, wasn't it? That was the end of it. It's been lovely. This week so much. This is a great place, and I'd love to come back just and get smashed. But I live a bit far. I live through the tunnel. Is there a tunnel bus? Is there a late night tunnel bus? I'm looking at you like you're a bus driver. You know what I mean? Just because you've got a red top on, I'm thinking bus is red, but that's London. We're not in London. We're in Birkenhead, and those 2 places are not the same. You never got the Olympics in 2012, did you? But is there like a night bus through the tunnel? There used to be, and there's a train now, so you can just jump on the train. Because what's the other place in Birkenhead where the bands are on? Future Yard, is it? Oh, fuck that. Okay, oh shit, sorry. Hipster as fuck. Okay. And they're expensive. 12 quid for 2 cocktails. Fuck that. So what I like to do at the end of the gig is start a conversation with the front row about another venue that they don't like. I think it's say what you want about me comedy, no other comedian is closing the set with local Facebook community group type discussion amongst the live audience. But thanks for listening. Honestly, and thanks for coming and keep supporting this gig. It's really nice, and I'll see you all soon. My name's Sam. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Right, you beautiful bastards, that is the end of the show.